The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
Welcome to Jack Link's Major League Fishing.
Guys, I am in go mode. This thing is on.
My official counts down and boom, it's time to go. And I'm just like,
lights out, game on, go for the jugular.
Heads up, in your face.
Woo! Woo!
Now with the selects, you know, with the new guys coming in.
Yeah, it's more pressure because the odds are against you. They're going to light that score tracker up, I mean, big time.
I want to show the Cup guys what the Geico Select guys are really all about.
That ain't happening. Right on the chin.
Woo!
Yeah!
Game on, boys. I'm going to make it happen here, win, lose, or draw. These are 10 guys that want it just as bad as I do. And if you take a breath, if you miss a beat, you're gone. It's the highest high and the lowest low.
You know, that's what we live for, is the competition, and you can't get any better than you can get it in this group right here.
You know you beat the best when you win this event.
And I want to be able to hold that trophy and say that I beat the best in the world.
Jack Link's Major League Fishing. It's the General Tire Summit Cup from Waterville, Maine.
Never been to Maine. Gosh, I'm excited. Holy cow, just get me on the water.
There's going to be a lot of strategy involved in this competition today, and it's pretty ruthless.
bring it on, ready to go.
Man, guys, this is intense. You know, I'm taking a look at the lake. It looks like my kind of water. I'm excited.
We've got 2 extra guys, so we got 10 guys fighting for 4 spots today.
There's no better challenge than this right here.
Welcome to Jack Link's Major League Fishing from beautiful Waterville, Maine. How do you increase the pressure of a Major League angler? You increase the size of the field. 6 new anglers joining the original 24, vying for the General Tire Summit Cup Championship. Elimination round number 1. 10 anglers on the water, only 4 will advance. Let's meet today's competition. Our top-ranked angler and defending General Tire Summit Cup champion, Kevin Van Dam. He's a long way from his home in Gainesville, Shaw Grigsby. From South Carolina, Jason Quinn. A true veteran of the sport, Gary Klein. Always fun to watch in competition, Mike McClellan. From Muscle Shoals, Alabama, Tim Horton. Love him or hate him, he always makes an impression, Mike Iaconelli. Rounding out the original 24, Byron Velvick. Our first angler to qualify out of the selects from Arkansas, Scott Suggs. Completing our field, qualifying out of the selects from Oklahoma, Scott Ashmore. As always, no practice and no information. The anglers didn't even know where they'd be fishing till they got to the dock this morning. For more on that, let's head over to Shelly Sanders in today's Lake Breakdown.
Thank you, Stephen. It's time for your Lake Breakdown. One of the beautiful aspects of being in Waterville, Maine is the fact that there's no shortage of lakes on which to fish. Have a look at this one right here. This is the Belgrade Lakes region. Chock full of fish. We had to decide which lake they're going to fish on. Well, Messalonsky Lake it is. The guys have plenty of choices because this is the second largest lake in this chain. For more on that, let's head over now to our very own Marty Stone.
What the anglers are going to find in their Mercury ride-through is going to be a combination of elements that's going to come into play today. We've got aquatic vegetation, also boat docks, greater depths on the front. Rock structures, they're everywhere. This lake's big too. It's got 3,500 acres. It's a really good fish population here. But here's the one difference that I think will stand out. Past events, it's either been dominated by largemouth or smallmouth. This lake has the opportunity for these anglers to do both. Are they going to go largemouth or are they going to go smallmouth? The angler that can get dialed in on 1 the species and 2 the location the quickest will be the anglers that will advance to the next round.
bet these little boats do a lot better with that Atlas jack plate in this Mercury 150.
We're running to this south end of this lake because there's a lot more big flats. We're going to go down here and see if there's any vegetation. If there is, that's going to be the key. If not, it's probably going to be rocks or docks.
I like boat docks. You know, I mean, it's kind of a given that there's fish in northern waters around boat docks. You know, I got a deep water point right there that's got some fish out on it. I don't know if you can catch them on a drop shot or what they are. Don't even know what species they are.
Basically what we got here is an underwater hump. I mean, the hazard buoy is a pretty dead giveaway, but if you look at the mapping, you can see the contours right here. I mean, that's definitely a key place, I mean, for a lake like this. The lake's pretty deep as a whole, but anytime you have these, you know, shoals, humps, underwater islands, whatever you want to call them, I mean, definitely something worth taking a look at.
Behind me back here where the contour lines are so tight, it's a deeper, steeper bank. You can tell by the drop here. And this is the first flat coming out into the main part of the lake. On this side of the lake, I was just basically gonna look around here a little bit and see if there was any grass.
This looks pretty interesting around down here where this creek comes in and the channel. Some pencil reeds, there's some rock flats. I like it.
This is the point I picked out on the map. You know, it's a good, got a real tight contour. You see we're in 40 feet of water. You see fish offshore. So we're, you know, looking good in that sense. We've got docks, we've got cover, rocky point coming out here with a shoal marker on it. I probably should start on the shoal in the middle. I didn't know it was a shoal because, you know, your mapping's so rudimentary right now, but we've figured that out. And I've got grass on the inside. I've got fish here in 12 feet, which is really nice. I mean, really nice vegetation right here.
You know, basically, I mean, we're at the very south end of the lake, and I mean, traditionally on these northern lakes like this, either the north end or the south end is usually where it goes down if you're trying to catch largemouth. We've got a ton of vegetation, I mean, pencil reeds. There's some submergent vegetation as well, and I'm gonna say right now, if there's any largemouth to be caught, this is gonna be a prime area to do it in.
I expected to see a lot more grass. I'm not seeing what we call submergent grass, which is grass, you know, that's beneath the water. Seeing some emergent stuff, but a little disappointed in the submergent grass, but keep looking here.
I say it's a good thing we got Geico as a insurance provider. You see Ike up there around in the logs and stuff? If anybody can tear something up, he can do it.
Oh, hey now. Hey. We call these deadheads. They likey deadheads. Oh, hey now. Oh, hey. Hey. I know about them deadheads. Can't fool me with those. They like those things, man.
I mean, I've already seen what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fish the sunny side, and I'm gonna fish boat docks. There's two little patches of grass up here. Starting to see a little bit of remnants of grass, and I'm gonna work my way up. So I'm gonna run back down here. I have limited amount of time. I'm gonna run back down here to where I think I'm gonna start on. Get ready to start fishing.
Some good pencil reeds out here. I mean, this looks like a good northern largemouth type fishery. So we're going to spend a little bit of time. We got 2.5 hours this period, and you know, you got to do it. You got to do it quick. So I'm gonna cover water quickly and try to make something happen shallow in this grass and see if there's any largemouth population, and then go from there.
We got a good lay of the lake. You know, we only probably looked at not even half of it, but we got a good lay of it, and try to let the fish talk to us.
I mean, the whole thing about Major League Fishing is you've got to stay up with what other guys are doing. Myself, Ike and Ellie, and Van Dam have all kind of locked down in this area, and you know, it'll be a good indicator this morning. I mean, if one of us starts catching them, two of us start catching them, there's a lot of fish here, but I'm not going to get left out in the cold. We're going to start right here in the southwest corner of the lake, throw some topwater, do a number of different things, and see what we can make happen today. I'm ready to get it on.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Jack Link's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Geico. Saving people money on more than just car insurance. Yeti Coolers. Wildly stronger. Keep ice longer. Shell Rotella. The engine oil that works as hard as you. Sonic. This is how you Sonic. General Tire. Celebrating 100 years of adventure. And Ram Trucks. Guts. Glory. Ram.
Garrett. Livingston Lure. Livingston Lure, clear popper. Let's see if they'll smoke that thing.
Welcome back to Jack Link's Major League Fishing. For the first time ever, 10 anglers are competing in each of the elimination rounds, bringing more competition and more pressure, but not more opportunity to survive. As always, only 4 anglers will advance and get one step closer to the General Tire Summit Cup. To do that, they must have success today. They have had their first look on Messalonsky Lake. Now it's time for the first cast. Major League Fishing begins now.
We're about to start the Summit Cup. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
3, 2, 1, line in.
Let's get it on.
Time to get it started.
I need a strike, I need a strike, I need a strike. I need a strike.
Come up here extremely shallow just to look around first thing this morning. Just see if they are any largemouth. You got a lot of rock, a lot of grass. If so, they'll be up here on these flats first thing in the morning, cruising around.
That's going to be one of the biggest keys today, is figuring out if we're chasing smallmouth or largemouth, really. I mean, you've got 2 totally different fish that definitely relate to different types of cover, habitat. I slapped at it.
Water is really clear. It's telling me a good chance they could be offshore. I mean, it is really clear.
I want to get bites. I don't know if they're perch or anything. It's just nice to get some activity, and so far I haven't had a bite. You know, obviously I've only made a few casts, but that's just things that we're looking for while we're fishing. Some little clues to start leading you in the right direction.
Really? No score yet?
No score yet.
How is that possible? Aren't these guys fishing? Am I breaking the rules?
Billy, I definitely want to know what's going down, man.
Okay.
I want to know the first time somebody catches one.
There's one. Smallmouth.
1-9, agree?
Got it. All right, first fish.
Gary Klein's on the board, 1 pound, 9 ounces.
Got him.
Oh, come on, it's a smallie. They don't ever quit. And I don't want to get a hand, oh well, I'm gonna get a handful of hooks.
As Shaw Grigsby tries to process that miscue, let's cue you in on today's scoring rules. Every scoreable bass counts. A bass must measure at least 12 inches. The top 4 anglers at the end of period 3 will advance. The bottom 6 will be eliminated.
Next time he's going in the boat, I'm not gonna worry about a 2-minute penalty. Wow, can you believe that?
Score tracker update. Gary Klein has the lead. 1 pound, 9 ounces.
All right. And all I'm doing is just a little wacky worm rig, and I'm just throwing it up there, letting it fall. And usually these fish will get on it pretty quick. But now I got some in-between stuff, so until I really develop a pattern, I'm gonna fish in between the boat docks with a swim jig and a chatterbait, because it's something I can cast and reel.
The dock fishing deal is isolated fish, one here, one there type thing, and you really want to have, you know, an area that's got a school of fish on it if you can. That's how you can do a lot of damage in a hurry in a major league fishing event.
Just so many things run through your head. You know, you take off on a brand new lake you've never seen, and I mean, there'd be nothing better than catching one or two right off the bat, but you also don't want to get caught up in doing something you maybe shouldn't be doing. Like I said, I feel pretty good about being down here in the same end with Ike and Van Dam. I mean, you put three of us in an area, one of us is gonna figure something out. At least give the other ones a clue that there are fish here or they're not here.
There's a mix of wood, coontail, needlegrass, all mixed together in 4 feet of water. Terrific habitat here, man. But we're coming up empty.
Oh, got him, got him. Come on. Oh, he's a little guy. Come on. Now, come on. Oh, he's gonna stay hooked. But I do want to hold him. Stop, 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 stop. Don't hook me. Please, 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 please.
So far, they seem to be relating to the point in the rocks, not so much the grass. So I'm gonna go back to it and fish that, and then we're gonna rock and roll.
Scott, I have another score tracker update for you. Shaw Grigsby is in second place with 1 pound 6 ounces. Gary Klein still leads with 1 pound and 9 ounces.
Knowing Shaw and knowing Gary, I'm thinking that the guys are probably throwing on top just like I am. So I think I'm doing right here for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I started throwing top water. I pull up here and I start on the inside and I don't get a bite till I get down on the point. And I kind of, you know, you're pushing so hard that you're kind of losing confidence in what you're throwing. So at first I put the top water down and went to a spinnerbait for a few casts and a crankbait for a few casts, a little 1.5, and I decided, no, top water's the right deal. So I just came out to the very tip end and they're out there, and I've gotten 2. Of course, I dropped one, had him in my hand and dropped him, which was just, I should have just swung him in the boat. Take the penalties. You know, nobody likes penalties, and it affects the way you fish. You know, normally that fish would have just been swung in the boat and we'd had a fish. That's been all there is to it, but you always worry.
Fish landing violation, Byron. 2-minute penalty.
Yep, I got it.
1 pound 7 ounces. Agree?
Agree.
All right, I'm convinced there's no fish in here.
Score tracker update. Byron Velvick just caught a 1 pound 7 ounce bass.
Now you know it's not a good pond.
Landing penalty. Hey, during the penalty, can I go water skiing?
No, sir.
She looks kind of cute. God, she's a good skier, too. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking.
Gary Klein has 1 pound and 9 ounces. Byron Velvick has 1 pound and 7 ounces. Shaw Grigsby has 1 pound and 6 ounces.
3 of them on the board, huh? That means we're all still tied for 4th.
Tracked it down, he tracked it down. Come on. What the heck, it's a smallie. Golly, I'm telling you, there's not a fish in the world, not a fish in the world that fights like a daggum smallmouth. Just give it up, dude. Got him. All right.
Score tracker update would be Shaw has 2 pounds 10 ounces, 2 fish. You have 1 pound 9 ounce, and Byron has 1 pound 7 ounces.
See, and I know where Shaw caught him because I just ran over it. You know, I mean, I know exactly what that structure looked like. I know exactly what those fish look like on the depth finder. So, you know, and it might be more of an outside, you know, deeper bite for smallmouth.
Score tracker update. Shaw Grigsby,
2 fish, 2 pounds, 10 ounces.
One more cast, we'll go.
Why, you hole jumping son of a gun?
Dude, this is my place. I metered it before you got here.
Slippery little devil, aren't you?
Mm. 1 pound, 8 ounces, agree?
If he'll hold still, I might. Agree.
We have 2 fresh faces competing today, and while they're not strangers to professional fishing, they are new to the General Tire Summit Cup and the stress of this game. Here's Marty Stone in today's Jack Link's Wild Side.
Today's Jack Link's Wild Side, it's about pressure. Pressure for 2 anglers in particular, Scott Suggs, Scott Ashmore. They came to us by Major League Fishing select events. They handled the pressure of the qualifying rounds, but now they're fishing for the cup. And oh yeah, by the way, first round, you gotta face down the likes of Kevin Van Dam, Mike Iaconelli, and the other anglers who are experienced in this type of style. Now, can they withstand the pressure to advance to the sudden death round?
I always throw something around smallmouth, usually it's got a lot of chartreuse. Just try to really get a few bites and key me in on some things.
Oh, I'm gonna bust one out here. I feel it.
Come on, you little darn thing.
Scott, I have another score tracker update for you. Gary Klein has caught a 1 pound, 2 ounce bass. Now he's in the lead with a total of 2 pounds, 11 ounces.
I'd be willing to bet Gary's throwing a shaky head. He throws one a lot.
You know, when I first started, I was looking at boat docks, but after catching 2 keepers out from underneath platforms, you know, I'm kind of starting to look at these banks a little bit different. And not only am I looking at them different, yeah, I'm catching them on a wacky weird bait, but the other thing that I'm thinking about too is other techniques that I can use to maybe speed the process up with. And one of my favorite techniques would be a drop shot.
Mm-hmm.
One pound, 9 ounce, agree?
Agree. That's enough. Not the ones we need. We need those to be 12s. They're 7s to 10s.
Well, strike one on the first spot, but just gonna keep hunting them down.
Scott, that 1 pound, 9 ounce bass has put you in 3rd place.
Oh, there's gonna be another one here, boys. I can feel it.
You know, I've got a gazillion things going through my mind, but I also know that I got to catch them. I got to put fish on the board. I got to get a lead because I've seen how quick leads go away in this format with these anglers. I mean, they're the best. And you think you're doing really good going into the 3rd period, and next thing you know, somebody passes you and knocks you out, and it's over with. And I don't want to go home this week. I want to fish.
And this is a problem. When you got fish that small biting you, it tells me it's not the kind of lake that I'm thinking it was gonna be.
This could be one of those lakes. And then it becomes a numbers game. Then you're not really worried about size, you're more worried about numbers. You know, that'll play out here as the day goes on and we start to see some more of the weights.
Come on, Megan. You should so be right there. Oh, bam, boom, bam, boom.
Here's the big one. There's a giant. Oh my God! Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh God. God!
Power pull down, power pull down.
Mike, that will be a
That's
2
okay,
minute
that's
penalty.
okay, that's okay. Do me a favor. Please give me a man hug real quick. Just hold me, just hold me. Just hold me for a second. Hold me. Okay. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. We're on the pattern, we're on the pattern. Oh my God. Okay, what do I do, what do I do? I'm all nervous.
5 pounds, 2 ounces. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. That's the taste of money right there. All right, start me up, babe.
Gary, we've got a score tracker update. Mike Iaconelli has 1 fish for 5 pounds, 2 ounces.
For 5.2?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Iaconelli with a 5-pounder.
Yeah, now the deal is, is that 5-pounder a largemouth or a smallmouth? It took him 45 minutes to catch it. Now we'll figure out if he's on a deal, we'll see how quick he adds to it.
As soon as my penalty's up, I'm gonna get back up, I'm gonna look. We wanna know the depth, this relationship of this point to this cove. Now it's time to duplicate. That was a good first fish.
£1 pound, 4 ounces, agree?
Agree. I love it. Let's catch more.
The conditions are perfect today. Northern lakes, they like sunshine, and we're gonna have plenty of it today. The brighter the sun, the bigger the fish, and the more bites these anglers will get. As the day progresses, fishing will pick up. Anglers like Scott Ashmore, who's figured out how to catch a couple early, will be the ones who can possibly uncover an area that as the sun gets brighter, it's only gonna make it better.
I know the deal now. Oh, they're in big trouble. Oh, they're in big trouble. Oh.
It's a brown one. Ah, yeah, get him.
Mike, that'll be a fish
Yes,
landing
I know
violation.
that will.
2-minute penalty.
Come on, fish.
1 pound, 7 ounces, agree?
Yes, 1 pound, 7 ounces. Definitely not gonna get another one for, oh, dadgummit. Get a bite. Get locked up in penalty zone.
The Lowrance sonar is the best sonar ever made, and you pick out everything.
There we go. Oh my gosh, look right there, look right there. See that? See those two coming up? That's it. Like that. Come on. Yeah, it's a smallie. I saw 2 on the graph while I was getting ready to get down and pull the trolling motor. I said, really, could those be fish? And yeah. Oh, son of a gun. There we go. We'll put you in the boat gently.
14 ounces.
All right, dadgummit. We'll take it, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Put your pliers down.
Oh, I can't. Can I dig a fin out of my
No,
shoe
sir.
with my hands?
No, sir.
That's like personal injury.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a good one. This is a good one. Don't turn my power switch off. Oh, look at it. My nivvy, it don't jump like that. I don't like it. I should have just swung him in the boat, but this is a good one. We'll just take our time. Come on. Come on. Just a belly. I just want a belly. Show me your little belly. Show me your little belly. Unfortunately, this is the size of the one that I had on the top water this morning. And so everything's working out. Let me grab my pliers.
Score tracker update. Iaconelli has 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Grigsby has 4 pounds, 15 ounces. Ashmore has 2 pounds, 13 ounces. And you have 2 pounds, 11 ounces.
So what you're telling me is I suck?
The bait I'm using is a Strike King Dream Shot, and it's probably one of the best drop shot baits ever. You know, they just,
refuse it. It's wonderful. They make a 4-inch and a 5-inch, and I'm using the 4-inch because I wasn't sure. I brought 5-inchers, you know, hopefully for some bigger fish. But what I'm noticing is that, you know, even the top water fish and then the drop shot fish, they're averaging that pound, pound and a half type stuff. So the 4-inch is probably the right size. Yeah, so when it comes to drop shotting, that Dream Shot is absolutely the single best bait.
Definitely got to find more of this stuff. Just had a 5-pound largemouth follow me in. Definitely gonna be a largemouth deal, I feel like.
You know, like I said, it's all about getting that first bite. I feel pretty good about now knowing that smallmouth are gonna be a player. There's no doubt in my mind they're gonna be a player. And if we can just catch some 12-inchers, we'll be in good shape, won't we?
Yeah, they're probably out a little deeper. There's a good one. Keeper, anyways.
Can't believe Kevin hasn't caught a fish. That means that it's not a wide open.
Kevin now has 1 fish for 1 pound.
Got him.
I'm gonna ask you to measure him.
We can do that. Covered it.
Yes, sir.
That's what you call a barely bass.
Yes, sir. Now I've got a good idea what to.
That's a barely bass.
And that barely bass weighs 13 ounces.
Yeah, baby. We're happy with it.
Score tracker update for you. Shaw Grisby, 5 fish, 5 pounds, 12 ounces. Mike Iaconelli, 1 fish, 5 pounds, 2 ounces.
We'll have to go hunt Shaw down and see what he's doing.
Hang on, he's not hooked very good. I hate how they love to just... Got it.
2 pounds, 5 ounces, agree?
I agree. That's a little nicer right there. I'm throwing a clear water minnow Strike King KVD Splash, and it's one of my favorite baits, you know, when you're fishing clear water lakes like this. You know, this flat right here, it's only about 5 foot deep, and there's some scattered eelgrass, and there's a few isolated logs laying out on it. So it's a perfect habitat for them. But again, it's so hard because the bottom's dark here and the water has a little tannic color to it. To be able to see and target, it's just, I'm fishing so blind right now.
Scott, I have a score tracker update for you. Kevin Van Dam has caught a 2 pound, 5 ounce bass. He now is in 3rd place, which bumps you to 4th place.
Starting to think they're done with my top water.
Midway through period number 1 in the elimination round, and Scott Ashmore is along with the other anglers, they're watching the score tracker and they're trying to figure out, am I at the right place? Am I doing the right thing? He just commented about, I think they're done with my top water bite. Well, that lasted briefly. And oh yeah, by the way, you've only got an hour and a half left to fish in this particular period. These rounds fly by for these anglers. And then you add the score tracker, there's every element in the world to make an angler fish too fast.
That's it, I'm still searching right now just to kind of get a clue. I mean, I've been going in and out. I mean, you know, I don't want to slow down and fish, but I mean, this looks like that's pretty much what you're going to have to do to catch them, to get a bite.
Scoreable bass.
I need them to get bigger.
14 ounces, agree?
Agree.
Gary, let me give you a score tracker update. Scott Suggs, 3 pounds, 5 ounces. Kevin Van Dam, 3 pounds, 5 ounces. Scott Ashmore, 2 pounds, 13 ounces. You have 2 pounds, 11 ounces. Byron has 2 pounds, 7 ounces. And Mike McClellan has 2 pounds, 6 ounces.
Even though that's not what I wanted to hear, thank you.
I don't know if he's a keeper. I think he might be. Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, he's keep.
Official weight 1 pound, 6 ounces.
saw it bouncing between 1.5 and 1.7, so that's just perfect with me.
I mean, you start off really good like that, and all of a sudden you don't get a bite, don't catch one, and you go from first to sitting in fifth or fourth or whatever. And not only that, but everybody's just one bite away from leading this thing.
God, I'm in an opportunity to be leading this thing. I'm in an area that has enough fish to be leading this thing right now.
What we need to do now is we need to go find Shaw and let him show us how to catch a few fish, get our score up.